For you, Scorpio, your planet, your ruling planet Mars, travels direct this month, all throughout the month, through your own sign of Scorpio to Scorpion. And that's going to affect you in your first house, you particularly in your first house of yourself and appearances, and the rejuvenation of that and the refreshment of that, your style, your home, you know, the way you present yourself, your car, your wardrobe, that kind of thing. And that is, although the general or natural 8th house, which is the visceral aspects of birth, sex, death, and death. So it's going to be about, again, refreshment, but it's going to be about things that are a little bit more serious, and the way you're presenting the home and the new way you're presenting it in these more very important aspects of life. So just understand that's how you're going to be dealing with the martial aspect and the behavior of the red planet, your first ruler, throughout this month. Now, the planetary angel Samael, who was the angel of Mars in Kabbalah, this is from the Zohar regarding Samael and the planet Mars. Who is he who said, "See now that I, even I am he, the cause high above all causes, the one that is called the cause of causes, is a cause among all the rest of the causes. So every single one of these causes shall not do anything unless it receives permission from the cause above it." The phrase, "and there is no Elohim with me, Samael and the serpent, I kill and I make alive. I kill with my Shekinah whoever is guilty, and I make alive with her whoever is innocent." Again, that's from the Zohar, and it refers to Samael, who is the angel over the planet Mars in Kabbalah. Mars is known as the attribute of God, the warrior, found in Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war, almighty is his name. Now, Pluto continues on its retrograde journey all month long, and won't go direct until late September. That's your second ruler, Pluto, and this that's of this year, September of this year. Pluto is currently transiting through the sign of Capricorn, the goat, and that's going to last all the way through until 2023. The retrograde voyage of Pluto through Capricorn influences your third house of communication and transportation. This particular cosmological frequency beckons you to increase your meditative abilities. So that's going to be important for you. And yoga practices, that kind of thing, those more practices of stillness and personal discipline, the breath and yoga. And these kind of practices to keep tranquil and flexible, it's going to be very important during this time. Now, resist the temptation to multitask. That's very important this month. There is no need to push it right now when it comes to that. Just communicate with individuals you want to and visit in a relaxed manner without worrying about what they think. So that's going to be how you should deal with the energy and the behavior and the transit, the travel of Pluto this month through Capricorn. Now, good communication is essential at this time, as are stable travel plans if you want circumstances to be, more substantial. And again, Pluto still retrograde through Capricorn. Now, Pluto is known as the attribute of God, the rich Father, and that's found in Luke 12:24. Consider the ravens, for they sow not, neither do they reap, neither have they storehouse nor barn, and God feedeth them. How much are you more valuable than they? So that gives us a knowledge that we will always be cared for, and that we can trust in the higher power, trust in God to give us the things we need. And we don't have to fret for the necessities of life, because the earth plane works very naturally. So we just have to deal with our intentions. Now, we have an Enochian angel prediction especially for you at the end of this video, so stay right here. Now let's see how your ruling planets of Mars and Pluto affect you this month, Scorpio. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel, and thank you for joining us. Your water guardian Archangel Gabriel speaks through to you from your Scorpio Astrology Archangel, who is Barchiel. This is an angelic horoscope transmission from your Scorpio Zodiac Angel Barchiel, who resides over the Scorpion's fixed water nature. And here are his messages for you in love, money, and health. So first, Barchiel's love, sex, and romance transmission. That's with the help of the Archangel Gabriel, who resides over all the water signs. Things are changing for the better in your romantic life and other interpersonal relationships this month. This is because you focused very well on your attention on you focused your intentions and your attentions on earth signs, who are more constant than their feistier counterparts with other elemental qualities. So, you know, the earth signs are often more stable. Now, Gemini persons will be important for helping you get back that social butterfly reputation you've allowed to rest due to so many people wanting to be a part of your life and have you be a part of their lives. So you might feel a little emotionally exhausted because everybody wants you to be a part of their life. Everybody wants to be a part of your life, and again, that can be emotionally exhausting. But so you've had to take a rest from that. But you're just and focus on work and that kind of thing, and family and spouses and things. But again, look for your social butterfly aspect to come back during this month for you, Scorpio. Now, the twins are good at lightening your mood. That's Gemini, with good humor and a fun outlook on life. Okay, now for Barchiel's money and wealth transmission, success is yours this month when it comes to business and workplace politics. You're due for a raise, and more than that, you're due for a promotion. It's about time. This month, it's easy to move up the corporate ladder because you put in the time and the effort it takes to make it to the top. The time is right to enjoy all the power and love afforded to you by God, who helps those who, of course, help themselves. Okay, now for Barchiel's health and fitness transmission, again with the help of the Archangel Gabriel, seek the advice of Gemini individuals this month for health and fitness goals. If you are your own best counselor, which you probably are, then going to the gym with your Gemini buddies, again, Gemini comes up as important for you this month, or to spas and retreats for vacations, health, and fitness goals is your best bet. The Archangel Raphael has been unleashed to heal anyone who asks, since this is his task given to him by God in Enoch 10:4-6-7, which reads, "The Lord said to Raphael, heal the earth which the angels have corrupted." That's going to be important for you this month because, again, the Archangel Raphael rules over air signs, and Gemini is mutable air. And Gemini is important for you this month, so that's why the Archangel Raphael, who's a divine healer and also in the health and fitness aspect, is an angelic force that is powerful for you, even though Gabriel is your usual water guardian angel. But Raphael is important for you this month, the divine physician who rules over the air sign. So the Archangel Gabriel, again, rules over water, but Raphael rules over the planet Mercury, which obviously brings to mind the caduceus of Hermes and the medical profession's use of mercury in many ancient alchemical preparations, as well as other medicinal elixirs meant to heal. Now, keep in mind that healing comes from within the self, and that any outside source only serves to allow the logical mind to have a reason to allow the subconscious mind to heal one's self. So again, when you're ready to be healed on the inside, because you've found that part of you that found where the wound was, or where you were injured emotionally, when you find that and you work with it, then and you're ready to be healed, then it's not that people don't want to be healed like in some kind of stubborn way, or in kind of a way that you need to feel bad about, but it's more that one needs to get to the place where they where they can allow the process. It's just like anything. Everything's a process, a natural process. And when you find that, the cure either comes from the outside world in either a miraculous form, like someone who's a wonderful healer, or who does it through more of a spiritual modality, or someone who does it through a scientific or medicinal modality. It can also just come from within, because these things are all just reflections. Anything that comes to us from the outside to grant us any kind of healing is a reflection of our inner allowance of our own healing, our inner forgiveness, or healing, or befriending of our own self, or love of our own self, and not, in a love that is to cause the Creator contentment, not a self-love that's just selfish, but a self-love that wants to go ahead and receive from Creator for the purpose of the Creator's contentment, as it says in the Zohar. So, again, anything on the outside, when you're ready, a miracle will either show up, or a scientific modality will show up that you either didn't know was there or is new, or if that's not your cup of tea, then a miraculous spiritual healing will show up. And again, it comes from within anyway, and it's true that if you really look at the way that any medication works, there's always a part in there somewhere, if you look at the science of it, and then a miracle happens, and then such and such atoms do this, and all of that, and hydrogen, and all of that, the acid, the base balance, all of that. There's always a part there and then a miracle happens. So it's that kind of, I think it's the cat in the black box. So there's always that part that cannot be explained. So understand that no matter what. And that allows for that choice and that decision when again, it's not because someone's being stubborn, it's more because someone has to reach into that part of themselves and allow all to be well. Know that there's no victimization, and when there's no victimization, then things that are often bad for you can turn into something healthy when one gets out of the victimizer mindset. It's hard to do. It's hard for all of us to do. It's very difficult, but it's worth working with. Okay, now for this month's Enochian angel prediction for you, Scorpio, we have an intelligent man with light skin and hair, probably an air sign, might be causing you to feel sad and perhaps limited in which you can accomplish due to stern logic dictating his decisions about you and how you should conduct yourself. So a disclaimer is in order here. High magic can be dangerous. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Remember to chant your divine tone of I create, or try out the higher aspect of simply meditating on the quality of creating. Be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Scorpio. Now, before we get to your ephemeris information, we want to give you some information that back in 1998, when we worked at Sirius Bookstore, we taught a class in utilizing the divine tones in a format where, as Christ in the center, the 13th tone, and then the 12 disciples around him, or the tabernacle in the center with the 12 tribes of Israel around, or the sun in the center with the 12 signs of the Zodiac around. We use that format and those divine tones, and then a 13th in the center. We have some documents that give some various kind of well-kept secrets about that, the center point. But for the time being, one can, and we're making a video about that, but again, some of these things, we can't give all the information, we can give a large part of it, but the I in the center is how you can find that part of yourself, or you can utilize Jesus Christ, or you can use Krishna, or whatever that Christ solar logos is in you, that Tiferet, that harmony, that heart chakra, when you open up the heart and allow for, again, the Creator to give you a new desire for that which is eternal and spiritual, immortal, and infinite. So the divine tones that you use, plus the one in the center, is like for Aries, it's I am, and Taurus is I have. So you say, I am abundant, I have abundance, I think abundantly, I feel abundant, I will abundance, I analyze abundantly, we are abundant. These kinds of things, to go from Aries to Taurus, Gemini to Cancer to Leo to Virgo and Libra and on to Scorpio, Sagittarius and on. So we have a little video we made with that information because a lot of people asked us for it, and so we are teaching it in some of our classes, but we made a video for you as well. So that works very well, and using Jesus Christ or the solar logos of your particular chosen faith is a very good thing to use, and is just as powerful as anything that people are keeping, have asked me to keep secret. It's just as powerful, so not to worry. Okay, now for the ephemeris information calculations for Eastern and Greenwich Mean Time, respectively. We have for Eastern Time, it's Eastern Daylight Time, the new moon on the 4th of July 2016. That's happy birthday to America. And we have at 7:01 a.m. at 12 degrees Cancer, 53 minutes. The full moon on the 19th of July 2016 at 6:57 p.m., 27 degrees Capricorn, 40 minutes. London time, that's Greenwich Mean Time. It's the new moon on the 4th of July 2016, 11:02 a.m. at 6 degrees Cancer, 6 degrees Cancer, 21 minutes. Full moon on the 19th of July 2016 at 10:58 p.m., 15 degrees Capricorn, 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel, and join us again next month.